Thank you very much for offering up your time to chat with me. I really appreciate that. And I'm sure the team at Client Care also really appreciate your time spending today with me. So just to get us started, can you let me know your names and where you're living and what life is like for you at the moment?
Well, I'm Brian Marquis. I'm a retired civil engineer, 75 years old. I've been retired for about 5 years now. And Jackie and myself, we live in a retirement village. It's called a lifestyle village in Cape Town.
Fantastic. I'm Jackie. I was lucky enough to be a stay-at-home mom to 5 children, 4 of whom have now immigrated. So we've got children in different parts of the world. When Brian retired, we decided to make the move back to Cape Town after 35 years in Port Elizabeth, to be closer to our youngest daughter, who now lives down the road from us. So we're very happily settled in this beautiful village in the southern suburbs and just enjoying whatever life sort of has for us here.
That sounds really great. Tell me, how long have you been with Client Care and what brought you to them in the first place?
We've been with Client Care since June of 2018, and our daughter was already with Client Care. And she suggested that we get in touch with them and with Dirk in particular. And that's how it started. So it's almost 3 years now.
Almost 3 years. Fantastic. And before you started working with Client Care and after, did your perception of financial planning change?
Financial planning itself, I don't think so, because financial planning is a process. Financial planners change. And our perception of financial planners has changed.
Can you tell me how it has changed after you met Dirk?
It's far more personal. Dirk has taken the time to really get to know us. Not only us, but our children as well. The family dynamics, how things work in our family. It's a far more personal relationship than we've ever had before.
Our previous financial planner, we used to meet with him once a year, and the meeting took about 20 minutes, whereas with Client Care and with Dirk, it is much more personal.
It was a long process getting to know us, quite a few meetings before we made the decision to change, but we haven't looked back. In a good process.
That's good to hear. And tell me, in light of the recent pandemic, how have your dealings with Client Care changed, if at all?
Not very much, because we were living in Cape Town at the time when we decided to take on the services of Client Care. So we've always acted remotely with Client Care and with Dirk in particular, and with Zoe as well.
Yes, not really very much. The only thing that has really changed is that we now have more remote meetings with Dirk than we ever had before. He used to visit far more often, but it just hasn't been able to do so during the COVID crisis.
And like this meeting, we have Zoom meetings with Dirk.
So all online, having a personal chat, but separately.
That's right. Yes, but it's fun. It works very, very well.
There has been one time when Dirk was in Cape Town and he came to visit us. So that was a one-on-one meeting with him.
Can you think of a time where you really needed Client Care to step up, and they did?
Dirk did. There was a time we needed some information quickly, and Dirk was actually spending some time with his family, had a few days leave. Well, when he realized how urgent it was, he dropped everything and just sorted the matter and sorted it out. It was immediate. I mean, our contact with them is always immediate response. We don't have to really wait for anything. Everything is done quickly and efficiently.
That's great to hear. And can you tell me which goals have Client Care helped you achieve or are helping you currently work towards?
We've got financial resources, thanks to Dirk and Client Care, that will satisfy our immediate needs and our needs in the longer term, but also will enable us to go and visit our family overseas. We've got 3 children in the United Kingdom, and now we've got 1 daughter since the end of last year in South Korea. So we are looking forward to visiting all of them. We also have a grandson who's in the United States, and he's getting married next August. So we will have the financial resource to be able to go and visit him too.
For me, Dirk has made me see that we can save for whatever future is now left to us, but still enjoy the fruits of the hard work over all the years. He's allowing me to spend money rather than save money all the time.
That's great. I think I'm still on the please save all your money phase. So I'm looking forward to the one where I get to spend it.
It will come, and it will come faster than you think.
Yes, I think so. Can you tell me, what do you think makes Client Care different from other financial planners?
They're certainly more approachable, and I think, as we've said before, they have taken an interest in our family and our family dynamics, and that is something which we have found missing before.
You almost feel as if you're part of the Client Care family, that if you pick up the phone, he knows immediately who you are. There's a personal relationship in it, apart from just a financial planning relationship.
Amazing, thank you. Do you have any exciting plans coming up in the next year or two? So you already mentioned your grandson getting married in August next year. Anything else that you're looking forward to?
It's mostly overseas travel. We want to see our children again. So it all depends on this COVID mess, really. We'd love to go and see our daughter in South Korea and see what her life is like there. We want to visit our children in the UK. We just need to be able to travel safely. Then we're off.
That's all of my kind of initial questions. Just the last one is, would you recommend Client Care to friends and family? And then just any final thoughts that you have on Client Care?
We would most definitely recommend Client Care to future clients.
I would too. I think with everything, one of the best things that has happened to us or happened to me is that I've always been concerned about if Brian should predecease me, what sort of things am I going to have to cope with? Dirk has told me not to worry about a thing. They just take over. So that's given me peace of mind. And the fact that once both of us have gone, that our children are not going to have a huge problem with dealing with the things that are left behind. Because I'm sure Dirk, in a way, knows the children and he will sort things out. He will just make sure that it all goes smoothly. So I've got peace of mind with that, and that for me was big. We really, really would recommend Client Care to anybody. Well worth the change.
Great, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time spending with me today. If you have anything else to add, let me know. Otherwise, that's it. Thank you.